In today's world, when we're finding that our children are so addicted to technology, and partially we have created that habit, right? Because we've used technology as a digital babysitter, for want of a better word. It was funny, I was on a jet ski trip with a few friends of mine, and one of the guys who's read my book, and I'm grateful to everybody who's bought it because it's an Amazon bestseller, and he was talking about it, and he said, look, how do I handle it when I come home? I've just had a holiday with the family. I've come home and all I want to do is some me time and just get on my phone and play around with my phone when I'm telling my kid not to be on technology. So my point to you is, it's not about stopping them from being on technology, but it's about effective use of technology, right? The best example I can give you is when cars were first invented. They were a weapon. They were an absolute deadly weapon, and people were dying and killing themselves, killing other people. There were no laws. And then we taught people how to drive properly. You need a license, you need traffic lights, you need roundabouts, you need road rules. And now we've got the effective use of this tool, vehicle, that we use to transport ourselves. Technology is no different. The book Digital Daze is all about how do you effectively teach your children how to use technology in a way that enhances them rather than limits them, or rather than destroys their future and destroy their future mind. It also talks about re-engaging kids into your own life, into the family life. How do you actually teach them how to re-engage? And I mean re-engage because most children now are disengaged from their families because of technology. Technology has taken over the part where family used to give them the connection, and they use that little device, be it the iPad, the iPhone, or the Samsung, whatever it may be, as their connection to the world. Now, my fear is that we are overreacting, like usually government does, in saying we should limit, we should cut them down, we should stop the amount of use that they have. But what you're doing is you're going to create long-term psychological damage, because you're taking away their connection to the world. Once upon a time, at my age, what we used to do for our connection, we used to run around the corner, go to our neighbor's yard, and go to our neighbor's houses and knock on the door and say hi. Today we use technology for that. The kids use technology for that. That is their connection, that is their root, that is their way of connecting to the world. So limiting that is going to psychologically damage them, because you're limiting their socialism in using that tool of technology, for want of a better word. The other aspect of it is, and some of you might get offended with this, and I hope you do, because that might drive some change, is monkey see, monkey do. The number of times I see parents holding their phone and saying, and the kid goes, Mom, I need your time, or Dad, I need your time. Hold on, I'm working. Seriously, are you working that much that you're selling sheep stations worth billions of dollars that you have to hold on to your phone when you have family time? So my encouragement to you is, have a read of the book and pick out some tools that you can use effectively in the home environment with your children and with the rest of your family. And hopefully we are creating a better future for our children.